guys, and happy Homebrew Wednesday. Drinking up on the Galaxy Smash / IPA. Cheers. Not bad. So this week, or last weekend, I had a chance to go down to Sweden and meet up with Fredric Johansson, who helped be the sort of hub by proxy. So all of the participants, because of custom restrictions, had sent all of their packages to him. That way they didn't have to come into Norway through customs or have to deal with that stuff. So I went down there, pretty much did the beer swap with Fredric, helped me out, and that was great. So I got a couple pictures of that. I didn't get any footage just because it seemed a little bit awkward. I don't know. But we had a great time. Fredric was a great host. We went out and had lunch, came back to his shop where he's a printer, and did the beer swap, and then said our goodbyes and drove back to Oslo. Alright, so we had a great time, and I got a couple pictures, so here, take a look at those pictures. And so that's Fredric. Thanks a lot, Fredric. You are a great host. I really, truly appreciate it. Cheers, man. In addition to that, I was able to get some SJ Pour t-shirts made up. So that's pretty cool. It seems like forever since the last time I was able to brew, and this weekend I was able to get up 2 brews done, one on Saturday and one on Sunday. And this was pretty much, this was the brew that was intended for my work party, and it's going to go to my work party at the end of August. So on Saturday, me and a couple colleagues brewed up a brown ale, and that was done really nicely. That went really smooth. It was a long brew day, but it was fine. Everything went out without a hitch. Sort of broke a hydrometer. Numbers were a little bit off with the refractometer. Yeah, what can you do? On Sunday, I brewed up a pale ale that's going to be for that party as well. And for that, it was Centennial and Cascade hops for that one. Right at the very end, at 5 minutes, I think I dropped in an ounce or half an ounce of Amarillo, half an ounce of Simcoe, and then finished it off at flame out with more Centennial and Cascade. So looking forward to trying that one out. I got some brew day footage of that one, so let me go ahead and show that to you now, then we'll come back. Today I am brewing up a rainbow pale ale. So let me go ahead and show you the recipe. Alright, so the rainbow pale ale, doing 10 gallons today. Got about 79% two-row, 10% Munich, about 4.8% Carapils, 4.8% honey malts. For first wort hopping, I'm adding in an ounce of Centennial. Gonna get about 19 IBUs out of it. And then at the 20-minute mark, I'm adding in an ounce of Cascade and an ounce of Amarillo. And then at 10 minutes, I'm adding in half an ounce of Cascade and Centennial. At 5 minutes, I'm adding in half an ounce of Amarillo and Simcoe. And then at flame out, I'll add in 10 grams each of the Cascade and Centennial. So, and I'm also using WLP 001 today. And that's the recipe. So you can see from the recipe, it's a pretty simple one, just a little bit elaborate on the hops. And, you know, I really like Centennial, and it's been a long time since I used Cascade, so I wanted to go ahead and make that a majority of this brew, and then a little bit of Simcoe and Amarillo just to stir things up with at the end. The target on this one is a 5.5% pale ale. The IBUs are right on the upper end of the spectrum, right around 40 IBUs. And yeah, everything so far is going good today. And I'll go ahead and show you a bit of the mash and then bring you up to speed from that. Alright guys, currently mashing in. Got the water level dropping down over here. Coming through the pump as usual into the bottom of the mash tun. Coming up, just circulating over. Grains all just falling in place, looking really nice. Alright, so mash is complete, and so we're mashing out through the pump, up and through the top. Some nice copper color coming in there. Alright, so I added in the Centennial first wort hopping right after the last video bit. You kind of see it in there. See the top of the filter, and it's a really nice sort of color. Yeah. Alright, we are currently at the about 5 3/4 gallon mark. Slowly coming up. Over here I got the hop additions for today. Had the first wort hop in, 20-minute addition. Got the World Flock tablet, yeast nutrient, 10-minute addition, 5 minutes, and flame out. Yeah, all ready to go. Alright, just reached the 40-minute mark. Just a tad over. Time to grab the 20-minute addition. An ounce of Centennial and an ounce of Cascade. Alright, we're at 15-minute mark. Currently have about 12 gallons. And it's time for the World Flock tablet and the yeast nutrient. There it goes. Nice. That definitely does affect the chemistry of the water. It has an interesting effect every time you put it in. Nice. Alright, so I got 10 minutes left in the boil. Got my little helper here helping me. So I'll grab the 10-minute addition. 14 grams or half an ounce of Centennial, half an ounce of Cascade. Go ahead, just dump that in, honey. Not the cup, just the stuff in it. Yeah, dump it in. There you go. I'll take that. Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Cool. Alright, 60 minutes is just about up. There we go. Turn off the element. Things are winding down. Here's my flame out edition, Centennial and Cascade, 10 grams of each. It's just under an ounce total. There we go. There we go. And we'll basically whirlpool that for about 20 minutes. Cool it down, put it in the fermenter. Alright, so currently draining out right into the fermenters. Coming down, currently have just over 7 gallons and almost halfway through here in the first bucket. Got 15 liters in there now, continuing to rise. So coming out of the kettle, in through the pump, from the pump into the counterflow chiller. Let me focus that for you. Out of the bottom of the counterflow chiller, right up into here. And kind of got this covered, of course, just to be safe. But have that running into a sieve, catching any of the hop debris, looking pretty good. Yep, so doing well. 18 liters. Time to go ahead and focus on this and switch fermenters when it gets to 20. Alright, turned off the fan. Want to see what this looks like as it's emptying out. Got a little bit of a hop cake up there on top of the filter, and it's looking pretty nice. It's a nice pale color, exactly what I was going for. So yeah, it's whirlpooling for 30 minutes. Kind of interesting to see that how that hop cake forms down at the bottom of the kettle. Here we are, there's today's brews. On the right we got the WLP-005. Over here we got the WLP-001. About 20 liters in this guy, about 20.5 liters here. And I expect them to be rocking and rolling pretty soon. The brown ale up here is doing fine. These guys are doing real good. That's all for now. So there you go. I had a really good brew day. Hit all the numbers I expected perfectly, and I was really happy with it. All that stuff's fermented now, and you know, now it's Thursday. That was Sunday. You know, they're just about done primary fermentation, and yeah, Saturday I'll probably rack them off into secondary. Next couple of weeks I'll be busy, so I'm on vacation, so I'm just going to sort of go off the grid, unplug, and read a couple books, and just try and enjoy life. Okay, and speaking of books, I did want to mention Garrett Oliver's The Brewmasters Table. This has got to be one of the best books I've ever read about beer, and I'm so happy I took the time to read this one. The way that Garrett sort of pairs beer and food is fantastic, but even more than that was learning about his experiences talking with all of the brewmasters and company owners on his travels abroad and in America, and it was just great. The basic structure for each section or chapters is about a specific beer style or region, and he goes through each of the beers within that region, and he breaks it down in terms of what the beer is, what the history is, what his experience is, meeting the people sort of responsible for it, or people who have brewed it up, things like that. And then he goes on and he talks about what food is right with that style. And then as he sort of spans the globe, it's just a fascinating read. It really, really, really is. I highly recommend this book to any brewer out there, even non-brewers. If you like food and you like beer, this is the book for you. I want to give a special shout out to Henning Freese. Henning is a participant in the EU part of this competition, and in addition to sending me his challenge beers, he also sent me 4 from a German brewery in Munich. I want to sort of show you these beers because I think they're quite nice. I'll start off with the Drunken Sailor, which is an India Pale Ale, and it's from Brew Republic, which is a Munich brewery. Interesting name. Got the Munich Summer, which is a summer beer. This is really nice. Get this guy right here, the Foundation 11. It's a German Pale Ale. So, looking forward to enjoying that one. And last but not least is the Escalation 745 Escalation. It's a double IPA. So really looking forward to that. On the back of all these, they've got all the ingredients and stuff that they use to brew it. Along with those beers, he also sent the pamphlet about the Brew Republic. It's quite nice inside. Talks all about the brewers, the brewery, and then sort of showcases each one of the beers. Talks a little bit about them. Talks about the ingredients as well. But yeah, Thanks a lot, Henning. I really appreciate it. And cheers to you. Cheers. So with that said, that's all there is this week. I'll see you guys in August. Hope you're having a hell of a week and have a better weekend. Cheers.